Hi YouTubers, I'm glad you're all here. Thank you very much for joining me. At about 6:24 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, there was a magnitude 6.2 earthquake off the coast of Chile. Yeah, and many people said they felt it. Here's the seismic signatures that came in from two different monitors that I downloaded. And yeah, Chile is still rocking and rolling. You can see all the recent earthquakes. Yeah. Using Google Earth, here we got the earthquakes. I don't have them all marked out. USGS isn't reporting them all either. But here we got Libu, and I could be butchering that name. And let's bring it out. What we got going on here is subduction of the plate going under South America. And I do have part of the fault line drawn out, which would be up over here. Let's bring this out a little bit more. Okay, there we go. Here we have the Nazca plate. Yeah, and it's subducting underneath the South American plate. And let's go to the felt reports, some of them that were sent into EMSC. First, I want to go to the buoys. Yeah, we got one that is still shaking, even though it was probably about 12 hours ago. Yeah, you can see it's still blinking. And let's go to the event details. So it does look like they had a very small tsunami. Let's see, it's measured in meters. So that might be a wave of about 1 foot in height, it looks like. Here we got all the felt reports on EMSC. I'm going to go to the what they're saying was a 6.3. USGS says it was a 6.2. 61 people sent in reports from that one. And then there was a 5.0 that 10 people sent in reports. And then we got 2 here. 1, let's see, 2 for a 3.4. 1 from a 3.6. The 10 was a 5.0. And then 1 from a 2.5. All right, so the 6.3, and we'll call it that. It was a soft movement at first with a sensation that it had stopped. It shook much stronger later, producing movement of objects, even the fall of some items. Another one says it came in 2 shocks. First was mild, second was even stronger. A little structural damage. Now, that was Loda, Chile. Let's see where that one was at, that location. Oh, up over here. So they had structural damage there. So that would be about 34 miles north of where the earthquake occurred. Then we got another one here. Says 2 earthquakes. First one soft, short, followed by a more intense, strong shake. A few seconds longer, some things fell. Yeah, there was also some power outages and water in different people's pools sloshing around. There was a video of a fire department with the fire trucks shaking back and forth. Another one here, same location, Cornell. Let's see, felt very strong, even though it was not superficial. Okay, a lot of horizontal movement. Things fell. Strong earthquake, more than a 5.8 to the eye. I think about a 6.5. Well, EMSC says it was a 6.3. Let's see here. Geoscope says it was in fact a magnitude 6.5. So we'll call it that now. A 6.5, not a 6.2 or a 6.3. And yeah. Here you can see, yeah, it was a thrust earthquake. One side of the fault rose up, and the other one, yeah, moved west. Interesting. Strange that the fault moved west when it's all supposed to be moving east. Yeah. So this person said they thought it was probably a 6.5. All right, the next one says that the whole apartment was moved without underground noise. Huh. Okay, better check their water and gas lines. There was several strong, soft, and strong things that I live at home. Very strong. Let's see, we got another one. 2 earthquakes in a row in less than 2 minutes. Occupied by underground noise, undulating movement. Objects in the house were moved, and there was a lot of rattling of windows, crockery, and lamps. Okay, let's see here. Oscillating movement in 2 moments, rapid oscillation movement, and then another stronger one, but with long oscillation. Okay, long and intense movement of lamps and cups. Let's see here, strong. There were 2, no damage. Just fell a few things. Oh, they didn't break. Good thing. Okay, it started slowly, but then it was very strong. To my perception, since I live on the 9th floor, and it moved a lot, it felt like there were 3 in a row, 1 strong, then medium, ending with the strongest. Wow, I bet you that was scary. There was a video on YouTube, or not YouTube, Twitter, and I thought this was very funny. You know, the quake started, the guy picked up his phone, goes into the kitchen, which you can see is shaking like crazy, gets a cup out of the cupboard, and tries and pours himself. It looks like lemon juice. Look at that. He even has a hard time pouring it, and he also has a hard time walking. Yeah, just another earthquake in Chile. Like I said, the earthquakes are continuing there. These 2 are the last ones that I downloaded the data from. This one here is probably a magnitude 3.09. I'll bring it over. And we'll take a look at its seismic signature. Yeah, tectonic and movement. Then we got another little one here. I'll have to make that bigger. Close that out. And we'll make it bigger. There's a spectrogram for it. That one comes in as a magnitude 2.18. Down there, let me pull this down a little bit more. At the bottom, you can see it says MD 2.81. Did I say 18? That's my dyslexic. Okay, 2.81. All right, we got another one. That would have been at 5:38 a.m. today. This one here, that would have been at about 7:26. Okay, go back to this other one right there. That one is not being reported by EMSC. It comes in as a magnitude 3.07. Not being reported. Again, that would have been at 5:38 a.m. today. Now, this one right here, EMSC is saying that it was a magnitude 4.6. They probably added in this other one there, maybe. Let me check that out. That's what they did. They added both of these quakes in together to come up with a 4.3. I didn't have enough data to even extend it that far. Yeah, let me go down here. Yeah, they added it all together. Let's go to the seismic signature. Yeah, they made it really long. I'll close that out. Let me pull this over so you can see this. Okay, close that out. Yeah, see, they added this second earthquake into it. Okay. Yeah, interesting that the buoy's going off. Yeah, so we're going to call it a 6.5. Even though USGS says it was a 6.2. Sending prayers to everybody. Yeah, there was a thrust earthquake back on September 24th. That was a 6.4. So, did you have damage Yeah, how did your pet react? One video showed a dog barking at the fire station as it was walking up and down along the side of the fire trucks as they were shaking. Definitely check your water lines and gas lines. You guys do have a lot of earthquakes in this area and are pretty well used to it, but you still worry about a large earthquake. I mean, large earthquakes are very possible. Maybe even an 8. Down here, see, there was a 9.5. When was that? Let's see. 1960. Yep. May 22nd. 1960, a 9.5. Yeah, I'm sure that caused a lot of deaths. Anyways, yeah, sending prayers to you guys. Yeah, it's been a while since you've had a large earthquake. So what are your thoughts? Please put that comment down below. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for subscribing. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Please like and share. And I'll talk to you later. God bless you. Bye.